Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. My name is Boyd, and this is Age of Mythology, the Titans, spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as said. His name is El Nino, but we know him better as Zodiac. On the top side of the map, his name is Bubs, and we also know him better as Matreiuss, playing Oranos in the red color. Everyone likes a good Smurf, except for me. I hate Smurfs, even though I do it myself. But we have two Smurfs here, two very strong players, two very interesting matchups we've seen so far. We've seen the Zeus versus Poseidon on land. We've seen the Zeus versus Poseidon on water, and they've both come out in Matreiuss' favor. Now we're shaking things up, going with the two most hated gods, Oranos versus Set, and we'll see who can abuse their god the best to get a victory here. The map is Watering Hole, it looks like. And generally speaking, this is a very good map for Set because you can chill. You can chill on the back, and there's not a lot the Oranos player can do to stop you. If you've got these good back gold mines, good back hunt, good back town center, there's normally gold mines over here, but it does look like El Nino's got a little bit unlucky with the gold spawns. With these two large gold mines being on this side, generally speaking, you only get two large gold mines on your inner side or outer side of the map. You can see the spawns are on both sides over here for Matreiuss, whereas El Nino gets his both here and here, which means his town center does not protect at all. Or basically doesn't protect anything. So if El Nino goes for a second town center, he should probably go for one in the middle of the map here in order to secure a gold mine here or potentially over here. That'll be super important. But we'll see what happens there. I'm interested to see what Matreiuss' approach in this game is. Oranos is kind of a difficult god to beat certain matchups with, certain maps with, and you have to be really smart about it. We are seeing the mana coming up. This is something I don't see very often. Normally you see the mana going up with the gold villager, but putting it up with the wood villager maybe is actually more efficient. You get the temple up faster, but I mean, either way, you're still going to be fine. You're still going to be able to get the temple up and go for 430 with this map, with these gazelle here, taking these citizens over. I like that he left this location here because these villagers would not actually get to the classical age through hunting them over here. They do need to jump over onto these hippopotamus. So that's nice play right there from Matreiuss, noticing his map not being completely ideal here. We are seeing the temple now coming up for El Nino. We've got villagers over here, villagers over here. I wasn't 100%, I didn't follow the build order from El Nino at the very start, but what you can see here is you got to be super concerned if you're El Nino about this gold mine here. Terma can just come in and absolutely abuse you with how exposed this gold mine is. So we need to see these houses that are going up over here kind of need to go up around here, wall off this location, and then maybe houses coming over here or something. You need to somehow make this a difficult location to attack, and it's going to be actually really difficult for El Nino to defend against this. But we have to see if Matreiuss doesn't notice that or not, and in order to give himself a little bit of time. We'll see if that doesn't matter or not. And we are going to be seeing Prometheus coming through. It looks like it's a little bit late. You want to be advancing at about 3:30 here. So it looks like Matreiuss did have a little bit of idle town center time there for some reason, which is super odd considering the map and the hunt. Generally speaking, you do not get that. Oh, I like what Matreiuss is doing here. This is beautiful to say the very least. Manners and Economic Guild and Temple around his town center. There's no real reason for an Atlantean player to not do this against Set because you don't need a farm on your town center because you don't have to drop anything off. And all this does is really eliminate one strategy for El Nino here. So El Nino could be wanting to go to the classical age of Thriptar, which he's doing, and Villager Rush. But Matreiuss has ruled that one out just with this building placement. The villagers are not going to be able to get onto the town center. They're going to have to bash down a mountain, which has 1,000 HP, or the Economic Guild in order to at least get onto the town center. And that's really, really nice there. We are going to be seeing there's a beautiful gold mine here for Zodiac. So just going to go straight for that second town center. He's going to be totally fine with that one there. We're seeing, here we go, classical age is up. And we're going to see maybe some dump of that gold. Get this second town set up very, very fast. Villagers pumping out. One minute the villagers coming up. And we're seeing elephant getting grabbed here. counter barrack. Ooh, double counter barracks here from Matreiuss. Not grabbing the stock standard counter barracks, military barracks, getting out Murmillo and Terma. Just going double Terma here. So he could be thinking about going for the fast Titan strategy or semi-fast Titan, which is essentially max population Terma into a 15-minute Titan gate. I say that doesn't feel right, but I feel like that's basically what it used to be. Maybe it's more like 16 minutes now. They nerfed 15 seconds on the Titan Age advancement there, and we are seeing the town center is coming up now for Zodiac. Valor does come down, and he does use that one onto this wood villager over here. Terma now coming out, going to be looking for someone to pick off. He does have to be concerned with things like the elephant getting grabbed here by El Nino. He's going to have so many animals here. And I wonder if it's worth, I mean, I think it is worth, you should probably invest in Feral when you have on this map, because it's super strong upgrade when you have this many animals, and there's really not a lot of answers that Oranos has, because he can't really use his villagers to kill the animals unless he's attacking. So he can defend with animals really, really well against Oranos. And here we go, Monument to the Soldiers coming up as if he is ISIS here, only putting them next to the town center. Looks like he doesn't want to be losing them, that's why he puts them there. So if you want to pick off the monuments, you have to like deal with the tower fire. We are seeing these hippopotamus taking a little bit of damage here. These Terma do have a 400% bonus versus set animals, which is a strong amount of damage there, but the animals do have good amounts of pierce armor in order to take a little bit of that off. And we do have that. Second town center is up, so we are seeing the booms coming through. Mana coming up for Matreiuss. Looks like he's gearing up to get that second town center. If I'm Matreiuss here, I stop queuing Terma about the 7-minute mark. Make sure I get this town center up. When your opponent goes for 2 town centers fast, you want to stop Terma at 7 minutes on the dot. So these Terma do get my god, look at him go. Matreiuss is all over this. Stops the Terma, and he's going to throw up this town center very, 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 very fast in order to keep up with El Nino's economy. And we are going to see that one coming up fairly soon. Yep, that's the vibe. If we check out the resource situation for our Oranos player, he's got a lot of resources in the bank, but he hasn't got any upgrades, which is a little frustrating. I guess he got it because he was worried. He didn't get it because he was worried that El Nino would get aggressive, so it makes sense. And we are going to be moving in here with these Terma. They're going to be able to pick off a villager here, which is going to be really, really good. But he's going to be losing a Terma out of the town center fire. And he should start rebuilding these Terma as soon as he can. There we go. They do come up. And he's going to be retreating out of here. Valor does get cast yet again in order to get more of those hero citizens. And if you check these citizens out, they've got a population cost of 4. So they do gather faster, but they do take up more population. Which is fairly big. And now we see that Matreiuss has spotted this gold mine, and he can completely shut down this gold mine, but this gold mine over here with the town center fire and the wall over here is going to be fairly good, to say the very least. Hippopotamus getting gathered as well. Feels good, man. Feels good. Villagers running around and getting the gold and doing all the other stuff. It could be worth maybe 9-minute mark getting the 3rd town center, or starting to grab the 3rd town center. You don't have to keep building these Terma on auto queue the entire game. Knowing the timings when to stop building them is very, very important. We do see the Matreiuss is opting for the 8:30 stop on them, getting more Terma out, and he's going to be moving forward and grabbing this town center. Wants to get the 3rd town center up very, very fast. And we'll see if his option after this is going straight to the Titan Age, or sticking in the heroic age and getting up palaces and putting the pressure onto his opponent with things like satire spam and chaos abuse and all the other good things that Oranos can do. So he's got the 2 options: basically build palaces, get destroyers, put pressure onto your opponent, and try and squash them with spam. But yeah, we've got Nephthys coming through now for El Nino. So let's see what he does choose to do here with that. 3rd town center is coming up. Military barracks coming up now for Matreiuss. Nephthys is out. Still not building any of these units at all. And that feels good. It feels good. It feels good. We're seeing siege workshops now coming up for El Nino, so it looks like he's building very far back here. It looks like he's going for a shifting sands play. Sticking 2 town centers, shifting sands onto a town center, and picking it off is a great way to counterattack your opponent, especially when they're building only Terma here. With all of these siege workshop and the Migdol stronghold, you should be able to get out quite a few amount of siege weapons, as well as units that could potentially pick off these Terma if you can go and use that food is gathering for something like cavalry. And we do see that the Terma are trying to hit these guys over here, but there's kind of no real range for them unless he upgrades into heavy Terma there. And we are seeing, we're seeing Thea. Oh no. Correction, we're seeing Hyperion. Hyperion OP, don't go through Thea. I thought for a second going through Thea was actually not a bad option, because you can use the Hesperid's trees to God Power protect against like a tornado or a meteor, and then get your Titan Gate up under it. So you put the Hesperid's tree down in your base here. Then when you get Titan Age, you put the Titan Age down and another Hesperid's tree on the other side, and it's enough to completely cover that location there. But third town center now building all the villages, and we're seeing Masons coming out. So it looks like potentially El Nino got scouted out here. I'm not sure I saw the Terma run in here and see this, but it's going to be a lot of siege towers. We're going to see architects as well. I mean, you can't get architects until you're in the heroic age, but that'll be interesting if he does go for that one. He is producing, excuse me, he is producing a lot of medium Milo. He is going to have access to Hyperion here. He does need to get these guys out, and it may be even worthwhile going for where's the vision? Where's the vision? I can't see it. Oh, the vision's over here. Looks like shift goes down, but it misses a bunch of these units. Villagers coming into here. Ancestors goes down. We use shockwave onto something. We've seen the chaos come down, but one war elephant are going to be taking out a bunch of stuff over here. Terma need to focus down these scorpion men. Looks like the siege towers are going to be able to do a lot of damage over here, but it looks like the citizens able to come in, clean up this last siege tower, and there's so many siege towers left in the base of El Nino. This attack is going very, very poorly here for El Nino. I can't believe he committed to it. He should have just chosen a different location when he saw all of these buildings around here. But it looks like Town Center going to be able to survive. Fortified Town Center comes through. Everything else is going to be falling here for El Nino. And he's coming in for this third Town Center on the back of that. And we're seeing Terma chasing up to this location as fast as they possibly can, but it does seem like it's not going to be enough. Looks like the Lions going to be trying to get a little bit of action there with those siege towers, and it does actually mean that these Terma are probably going to be able to get into this location and potentially pick up a couple of these villages while there's like heavy elephant. Oh my god, he invested in a heavy elephant. That's potentially a mistake right there. These guys are expensive. There's a lot of resources you spend in order to get that, and then not getting the town center is absolutely huge. Moving into this location here, we do have masons, we do have fortified town centers. Got the siege towers taking down these military barracks here, and this location completely safe. El Nino not able to go straight to the Mythic Age though because of that attack, whereas he would normally be attempting to do so. Now we're seeing the siege towers, the war elephants moving into this location here. Still not building up that many units here. He's building the Murmillo, but maybe worthwhile getting out some catapulties in order to defend against this. Catapulties have a bonus against the elephant, have a bonus against the siege towers, so they can do quite a bit, but these so many siege towers. That's a ridiculous amount of siege towers right there. 6 siege towers. Just thinking about just the amount of other things you could have right here. Instead of six siege towers, like 12 chariot archers or a bunch of upgrades or anything, but we are seeing a lot of the units on the back getting picked off here. Those priests are out in order to do a little bit of damage over here, but Matreiuss going to be able to throw up a palace on top of this location here, but I guess that's fine. El Nino can potentially move down and now take this town center if he so chooses. And Matreiuss is on a little bit of a back foot at the moment. Even though he's got so many units here, he's going to have to deal with these heavy elephant, which do so much damage, which is, it's actually really difficult to deal with them. We are seeing the siege towers going to get picked off as well. But more of those medium and milo coming out. Where's all the buildings? Matreiuss, build some more military buildings, man. Getting out the catapulties is a great idea, but definitely need more military buildings. We're seeing villagers move forward in order to take this down. Palace is up, can start building those destroyers. I would love to see some Contarius come out as soon as possible. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, 3 elephants do kill 15 Terma indeed. These elephants are tanky as, and these medium Terma are counter archers. Not counter cavalry, counter archers. You're going to be able to pick off these siege towers as well. Looks like the town center is trying to get back up. Nice micro from Matreiuss in order to try and take out these priests. Got these catapulties moving in, and they're going to start being able to take out the siege towers really, really fast. They have a 150% bonus versus the siege towers. You can see they do die quite fast here. So nice play there from Zodiac. Sorry, from Matreiuss. I get confused because of the Smurfs. And we do see that the settlement looks like it's trying to be grabbed here, but there's a palace here, bro. You can't grab it. It's too difficult. You do have the town center almost up. Some military barracks coming down. More of these catapulties and medium milo coming through. If we check out the population, it is 104. Whoops, 104. 115 to 100. So it's actually quite close in population here. But we do finally have some more of those buildings up here for Matreiuss. Are we seeing I can't even see. Are we seeing a next age? No next age here for Matreiuss, but maybe potentially a second age for El Nino. No, nothing for Zodiac just yet. I would have thought potentially going to the Mythic Age instead of trying to grab this town center would have been an option, but not seeing it just yet. The town center's back up. Does he have architects? No architects, but the villagers are here to defend against these siege towers. And we'll see what happens. But more of these siege towers are coming in. Man, he's just going all in, hitting his head against the brick wall a little bit there with those siege towers. Destroyer and Medium Arc is going to be picking off a couple of these villages here for free, and it does look like these siege towers do need to get a shockwave onto them as the villagers moving in. We do see axemen are coming out now for El Nino in order to counter this army here. It's now time to start transitioning into Contarius. Contarius will completely obliterate this army of El Nino, but not doing it just yet. Going to be content with simply just picking off these siege towers with the medium milo, and it's going to be okay. More of these siege towers falling, and a gold mine is cut off over here, but there is a gold mine forward here. So we'll see if Oranos or if Matreiuss can push through on this location. We're seeing chaos does come through there as well. Where did he use that on? I don't even know. I don't even know what he used it on. But that's going to be a decent enough here. Siege towers are falling as well, and he's going to be trying to move forward. A bunch of these axemen falling, siege tower going down. Priests doing a lot of work, though. I'm surprised that they kind of do this well in order to pick off so many units of Matreiuss. People should build priests against other civilizations as well. I wonder why they don't. Maybe it's because they have raiding cavalry or something, like cavalry. Siege towers yet again just flooding in. If you're there we go. Contarius is now coming out. If you're Matreiuss right now, you want to protect this town center as much as you possibly can. Does he have like he's got the Murmillo, the heavy Murmillo, and the Contarius coming out. These Contarius do so much damage to Zodiac's army, and Zodiac's does tap out. GG, well played there, taking that game. Matreiuss, basically just this suicide attack on a town center that had masons, buildings completely protecting it. If he just went for a different town center, you went to this town center or this town center, it would have been a completely different story. I mean, I'm not sure it would have won, but he would have definitely taken the town center down without losing all of his army. Anyways, it's super well played by Matreiuss, taking 3-0 in this little exhibition game. We'll see what's going on. See if we can play some more games or see some more games. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching so far. Please stick with me while we wait and